Jayo Vrindavan Dham Vrindavan Dham Vrindavan Dham Vrindavan Dham Jayo Sri Vrindavan Sri Vrindavan Sri Vrindavan Jai Sri Vrindavan
Sundara Lala, Sachidu Lala, Nachata Sri Hari Kirtan mein. Sundara Lala, Sachidu Lala, Nachata Sri Hari Kirtan mein. Sundara Lala, Sachidu Lala, Nachata Sri Hari Kirtan mein. Balle Chandana Tilaka Manohara Alaka Shobhe Kapolana mein. Balle Chandana Tilaka Manohara Alaka Shobhe Kapolana mein. Balle Chandana Tilaka Manohara Alaka Shobhe Kapolana mein. Balle Chandana Tilaka Manohara Alka Shobhe Kapolana mein. Sundara Lala Sachidu Lala Nachata Sri Hari Kirtan mein. Molo Sundara Lala Sachidu Lala Nachata Sri Hari Kirtan mein. Shire Chuda Darashani Rale Vanapula Mala Ye Padole Juda Darashani Rale Vanapula Mala Ye Padole Darashani Rale Vanapula Mala Ye Padole Payena Pita Patambada Shobhe Nupura Runujunu Charanana mein. Payena Pita Nupura Runujunu Charanana mein. Payena Pita Patambada Shobhe Nupura Runujunu Charanana mein. Payena Pita Patambada Shobhe Nupura Runujunu Charanana mein. Bole Sundara Lala Sachidu Lala Nachata Sri Hari Kirtan mein. Molo Sundara Lala Sachidu Lala Nachata Sri Hari Kirtan mein. Koi Radha Krishna एक तनु है निर्वाण माजे बंसी बजावे राधा कृष्ण एक तनु है निर्वाण माजे बंसी बजावे विश्वरूप की तौजी साहे आवत प्रकट नरिया में विश्वरूप की तौजी साहे आवत प्रकट नरिया में बोलो सुंदर लाला सचिरु लाला नाचत श्री हरि कीर्तन में बोलो सुंदर लाला सचिरु लाला नाचत श्री हरि कीर्तन में कोई गावत है राधा कृष्ण नाम कोई गावत है हरि गुणगान कोई गावत है राधा कृष्ण नाम कोई गावत है हरि गुणगान मृदंग ताला मधुरा रसाला कोई गावत है रंगन में मधुरा रसाला कोई गावत book is different मृदंग ताला मधुरा रसाला कोई गावत है रंगन में मृदंग ताला मधुरा रसाला कोई गावत है रंग बोलो सुंदर लाला सचिरु लाला नाचत श्री हरि कीर्तन में बोलो सुंदर लाला सचिरु लाला नाचत श्री हरि कीर्तन में बोलो नाचत श्री हरि कीर्तन में बोलो नाचत श्री हरि कीर्तन में बोलो श्री सच्चिदानंद गौर हरि सुंदर लाला सची दुलाला नाचत श्री हरि कीर्तन में Sundara Lala. In Braj, when we went to call a little boy, we say, Lala, Aja, Lala, Aja. Or we went to call a little girl, Oh, Lali, Aja, Lali, Aja. So Sundara Lala, who's Lala? Sachi Du Lala. Just like our Brijananandan Shyam Sundar was the son of Mother Yasoda. So his name is Yashoda Dulala. So when Nimai appeared 500 years ago, his mother's name was Sachi Devi. So he's Sachi Dulala. Sundara Lala Sachi Dulala. He was so beautiful. Prabhupada explains in one lecture that Nimai, he was so beautiful. It's like we call him another name, Gaura Chandra. The golden moon. So Prabhupada said that's why there was moon eclipse on that night. Because that ordinary Chandra, he was thinking, when such a Sundar Gaura Chandra is coming, then what is the use of this ordinary moon? He closed his face. Iska muh chipa diya. Itna Sundar Gaura Chandra aa raha hai, Sadanand Chandra ka kya avashyakta hai? That's how beautiful. Sundar Lala Sachidu Lala Nachata. Now you probably all know Nat, like Lord Shiva is Nataraj. But that's very hard Nata. British Bhasa is very sweet and soft. Nach. We say Nach. Nachata Sri Hari Kirtan mein. For those who don't know Hindi, in English we have prepositions. In Hindi we have postposition. So we say Hari Kirtan in. Nachata Sri Hari Kirtan mein. He's dancing in Hari Kirtan. So Sundara Lala Sachidu Lala Nachata Sri Hari Kirtan mein. Because this Harinam Sankirtan, that is the recommended process for this age. So you want to say a few words?
We have come to Gupta Kund, which is one of the 3 yoga peeths of Sri Braj Dham. Yoga peeth is one of the one of the three primary centers of Sri Braj Bhumi. Gupta Kund, Radha and Krishna meet morning, Radha Kund in the afternoon, and Yoga Peeth in Vrindavan, where Govindaji temple is, in the evening. Very, very sacred, holy place, worshipped in the scriptures and in the hearts of all of the acharyas. And beside Gupta Kund, we are now at Vrinda Kund, where Sri Vrinda Devi, the presiding deity of Vrindavan, performs for most incredible, transcendental services for the pleasure of Radha and Krishna. And we are sitting next to Dinabandhu Prabhu, who has helped to renovate this place, along with Her Grace Daivi Shakti Devi Mataji. When they first came here, this was just like a wilderness filled with thorns. There was a very pure-hearted Babaji who worshipped Vrinda Devi here for many long years, and his faith in Srila Prabhupada and his mission, and especially his confidence in Daivi Shakti Mataji and Dinabandhu Prabhu, he actually turned over the property and the seva to ISKCON. And it's really something incredible that one of the holiest of all holy places in Sri Braj Dham was given out of the love of the heart of a very pure Vrijavasi to Srila Prabhupada's disciples. And they have, Dinabandhu Prabhu, Daivi Shakti Mataji and others have really, Kusha Mataji also, yes, Kusha Mataji, have really taken this project very seriously, and they've renovated so beautifully Gupta Kund, and renovated so beautifully Vrinda Kund, and taken a broken down little ruin of a temple and made it into some magnificent, beautiful ornament of love, and so many nice trees. And behind they're going to be making a fantastic garden. So I just want to request everyone to very enthusiastically offer our gratitude to Dinabandhu Prabhu, Daivi Shakti Mataji Kusha for the great service they're doing to Sri Braj Dham here at Vrinda Kund. And because the sun is fast in its Leela of setting in Vrindavan, we only have at the most a half hour, so I request Dinabandhu Prabhu to share his incredible realizations about this place.
Srimati Vrindadevi Maharani ki. So, as we heard this morning, we've come to Nandagram, and usually we're sitting over there so you can see, but right behind this two-story building there's this beautiful hill and the beautiful temple of Nandagram. And in Brajriti Chintamani, which is a very beautiful book written by Biswanath Chakravarti Thakur, he's describing the whole of Braj. So when he gets to Nandagram, he says, Tat Chirubutam Aparashobam Nandisaram Sadhugana Vadanti Nandisaram Yam Tadyadi Rupam Sri Nandarajalaya Marajamanam. So when he says Tat, he's been talking about Braj, so he's referring back to that Braj, that Vrindavan. So he says, Tat Shirubutam. Shirubutam means the crown jewel. He said the crown jewel of that Braj, Nandishwaram. Is this Nandeshwar? Parvat. Previously Govardhan has been described as the Tilak of Braj. Govardhan is the Tilak, and this Nandeshwar Parvat is the crown jewel of Braj. And not that Viswanath Chakravarti alone is saying this, he says Sadhugana Vadanti. Sadhugan, all the Sadhugan are telling, Sadhugan Vadanti, they're telling by their mouth that this is the crown jewel of Braj. Nandisaram Yanta Diriya Rupam, just like we heard Maharaj Sri told this morning so sweetly that Lord Shiva became this hill, is the self-same form of Nandeshwar Mahadev. He's incarnated as this hill. Nandisaram Yamta Diriya Rupam Sri Nanda Rajalaya Rajamanam. So those of you who've been in India for many years and you heard the word Karyalaya. You heard? Eklavya? No, you all know. These in Angrejwala they don't know. But he knows. But here it says Rajalaya. So you can just imagine if Karyalaya is office, place where work goes on, Karyalaya. So Rajalaya means palace. Rajalaya. See Nanda Rajalaya Rajamanam Maha Birajmane. It is resting there. Nanda Maharaj's palace is resting on top of this hill. So after, he also wrote one very beautiful Vrindadev-astak that we sing every day for Raj Bogartik for Vrindadevi. So I think he must have come here and written this Vrindadev-astak. Then he turned around and looked again at Nandagram, and he composed a very beautiful Nandeshwar astak, where he describes the view that you see. If you're sitting right in that archway, you see those devotees sitting, and you look at Nandagram, and the trees grow a little taller. Now they're small, so they grow taller. Underneath the trees you'll be able to see this view. It's just slipping my mind. Yatra vrajadipe pura pratima prakasha prasada murda kalaso parinitarangi Barhikshate bhuvijaya dvajake tubuto Nandi swaram samanamandam udam dadatu Yatra vrajari pepura apratima prakasha. In that place, the Pur, you know Purana, city, the village, the apratima, the unparalleled, beautiful village of Nanda Maharaj is shining in Prakash. We have anybody here named Prakash? Huh? Or you have some friend named Prakash. Prakash means shining. Yadra vrajari pepura apratima. Apratima is unparalleled, unequaled. Village is shining. Prasada murda kalaso parinittarangi. And there's palace. On top of the palace there's dome. On top of the dome there's kalash. On top of kalash something is nittarangi, something always dancing. Huh? If you go there you'll see. Barhikshate bhuvijaya dvajake tubuto. First thing he says, Barhi. You know Barhi? Peacock. So he says, Barhikshate, peacock is seen dancing there. And Jayadwaj Ketubuto. Just like we have one godbrother from Argentina named Jayadwaj. You remember Jayadwaj? Same thing, Jayapataka, same thing. This victory flag, not just ordinary Jayadwaja Ketubut, a very wonderful victory flag is dancing. If you go there and sit, you can see this flag is dancing there in the wind. That's why I'm sure he was sitting here when he wrote this Nandeswara Astak. Jayadwaja Ketubuto Nandi Saram Samaramandam Mudam Dadatu. May that Nandeswara Parvat give you unlimited amounts of happiness. So these two beautiful songs written by Biswanath Chakravarti Thakur, who wrote what song we sing every day? Somebody sing Sansara prayers. Sansara means this blazing fire of material existence. Somebody wants to pray to Sansara? This is called Guru Vastakam. We want to pray to Guru to become free from this Sansara. This is not Sansara prayers, this is Guru Vastakam. Just as like sometimes I'm telling the story of Shatrughan and this Lavanasur there in Madhuban. So this Lavanasur, so or koi Bhagwan hai, keval Lavanasur Bhagwan hai. There is no other Bhagwan except Lavanasur. Bhagwan Sri Lavanasur ki! Whoa, we found one! There's somebody dressed as a devotee here. He's actually a demon. But only one. Usually I get 10 or 20, but anyway, I'm surprised out of 2,000 I only got 1 or 2. That's Maharaj's grace. He's only got 1 or 2 demons here. That's me. So, this so we're sitting here in this beautiful Nandagram. And in Bhakti Ratnakar, who the 5th chapter, my godbrother, very dear godbrother Pundarik Vidyanditi Prabhu has translated as Mathura Mandal Prikama, there's Srinivas and who's going? Srinivas and Narottam, Raghava Pandit. I think Raghava Pandit is taking them on Prikama, isn't it? So when he comes here, he says, just see on the western side of Nandeswara Parvat, the place where Vrindadevi eternally resides and arranges the pastimes of Radha and Krishna in Braj. So we see, where's the sun? He's going down on western side, huh? So he comes up eastern. So we're on western side, isn't it? In fact, if you're sitting there in that archway on the 21st of March and the 21st of September, you will see the sun rise directly behind the temple tower. You know 21st of March, 21st of September? Equinox. Day and night is equal. So sun will rise directly in east. Because actually directly west is over this way a little bit, but now he's going on southern course. So that day you will see sitting, that's why I didn't want to move, the temple was already in front of this old chokra, we call chokra tree, in Sanskrit Samivriksha. I didn't want to move from there, we had to go out over the water, so it became Jal Mahal. If you come early in the morning, you will just see so many beautiful shadows just playing all over the beautiful carved flower decorations in the temple, just playing like this and like this. It became a beautiful Jal Mahal. So we're directly on the western side of Nandeswar Parvat. So just see where Vrindadevi eternally resides. This whole Vrindavan is named after Vrindadevi. Vrindavan. It is Vrindadevi's van. She has, out of love, she has offered it at the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani, because she's Vrindavaneshwari. But Radharani has it turned around and appointed Vrindadevi as the goddess, the protectress of the forest of Vrindavan. And so this whole Vrindavan is named after Vrindadevi. So you can just imagine how important this place is. And what does he say? He says there she arranges all the wonderful pastimes of Radha and Krishna. Just like we sing one beautiful Tulsi Arti. There's another one sometimes we sing, you know. Tulsi Maharani Vrinde Maharani Namo Namo. We sing few little lines, few parts, But in that particular Tulsi Artik it says Chapan Bhog or Shattis Vyanjan. Even if you offer Chapan Bhog, means 56 preparations. And Chattis means what? 36 savories, very delicious things. You all became hungry just hearing, Because you already had lunch, so usually we're telling this before the feast, you know. But that verse says, Lord doesn't even look at it if there's no Tulsi leaf there. He doesn't even see. You all became hungry just hearing, but the Lord doesn't even see unless Tulsi leaf is there. So same way, no Leelas are taking place in Braj without the hand of Vrindadevi. She expands, her original form is as Vrindadevi, the goddess of the forest of Braj. And she expands her service as Tulsi Devi, to offer all her leaves at the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. Just like all the Lakshmis are expansion of Srimati Radhika, so all the Tulsis are expansion of Sri Vrindadevi. So every morning, from the eastern side, there's Purnamasi Gufa. If you look closely when we're leaving, you'll see one stone crusher, I think either before or after that stone crusher on the way to Barsana, you'll see one little sign, Purnamasi Gufa. So Purnamasi lives on the eastern side. She comes over here early in the morning with Nandimukhi, her granddaughter. And she sits here with Vrindadevi, and they plan out what will be all the Leelas in Braj today. So you just try to understand the importance of this place. This is the Braj Leela Planning Commission. All the Leelas of Braj are planned out today. Planned out here by Vrindadevi and Purnamasi sitting together with Nandimukhi. Sometimes Nanda, he comes, he gives his suggestion. If you go up on top of the second-story building and it's a clear day, you can see Barsana is just over these tops of these trees here. Sometimes Srimati Radhika comes over here, she gives her suggestion, like that, but it is all planned out from this place. So they decided to make very exciting Leela today. One bus is going to break down, others going to have flat tires, going to block everybody. The buses won't get out of this Asheshwarvan, so we'll all have to walk here. Oh, this is all planned out by Vrindadevi and Purnamasi today, just to increase your ecstasies, make it more interesting. And let you experience Braj Prikrama, walking in Braj. Everything is planned out from here. And Vrinda Devi, when you see the deity of Vrinda Devi, you see with her right hand she's giving you all blessing. In her left hand she's holding a lotus flower. On top of that lotus flower you saw there was a little parrot. His name is Daksha. He has got 1 lakh of parrot disciples. And they fly all over Braj and come back and tell Vrinda Devi everything that's going on. Sometimes they know who's talking with who's going where with who's doing what with who went this way, who went that way, who's talking with who, what's going on. Sometimes they send messages back and forth like that. This way, this is the VIA, Vrinda Devi Intelligence Agency. She knows everything, she keeps everything under control. This is her special system. Just like they all come, you'll watch in this big chokra tree all day long, the parrots coming and going. They came and said, they're not coming by bus, they're coming by walking. 2,000 people. There's Bombay Wallas who never walk anywhere. Cheep, 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 cheep. So, sometimes they argue. Mahaprabhu came here, he saw the parrots arguing. Sukha boli Amar Krishna Madana Mohan. Sukha means male parrot. He says, my Krishna, he's Madan Mohan. And Sari boli Amar Radha. He said, he's only, what she says, I can't remember the Bengali. She says, yes, because Radharani is standing by his side. Otherwise, what is his attraction? He's only Madan Mohan because Radharani is standing by his side. Sukha boli Amar Krishna Jagatera Jivan. My Krishna, he is the life of the whole universe. Sari boli Amar Radha Jivanera Jivan. My Radha, she is the life of the life. Sukha boli Amar Krishna Mukut Bama Hoile. My Krishna, he's got a mukut leaning to the left. Sari boli Satyavati, it's going down to touch Radharani's lotus feet. Sukha bole Amar Krishna Jagatera Guru. My Krishna, he's a Jagat Guru. Bande Krishna Jagat Guru. Sari bole, Sari says, yes, because my Radha is a Vanchakalpa Taru. Neto Kyakar Guru. Because Radharani is a desire tree. If the Guru can't fulfill the desire of a disciple, then what is the use of such a Guru? He's only Guru because Radharani is a Vanchakalpa. She's a desire tree. Otherwise, what is he going to do? Ye kya kar Guru? Sukha bole Amar Krishna Bansi Kore Gan. My Krishna has a flute that sings beautiful song. Sare bole, ye to, that's telling, that flute is singing Radha's name. Neto Mitai Gan. Otherwise that is just false song. That flute is singing Radha's name. Otherwise it's false song. Like this they go on arguing. Then finally they say, why should we kari dvand? Why should we just do argument? Radha and Krishna are not two, they're one. We should just all together sing the glories of Radha and Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So like that, Vrinda Devi, she keeps everything. She's like the supreme temple commandress of Braj. She decides where the leelas will be, who will be there, what parts they'll play, what trees will be, where their flowers they'll have, what colors they'll have, what scents they'll have, what birds will be there, what colors they'll have, what songs they'll sing, who else will be there, what instruments they'll play. She decides everything. And she keeps little go-downs all over Braj, just to keep the necessary paraphernalia for the leelas. Just like now it is getting cold season, huh? So one time in Javat, which is just a little ways from Terkadam, Kutila, who's the sister-in-law of Radharani, she saw her sister-in-law is going every morning. That is in month of Magh. It's already cold. No, in the morning you have to take showers. Oh, cold, huh? So you imagine in month of Magh, January, December, that is very cold time. And my sister Srimati Radharani, she's so soft, so delicate, itna komal, huh? How she can possibly be going down to the Jamuna so early in the morning in this cold season taking her bath, I can't believe it. I wonder what's really going on. So she wandered over here to Nandagam and she met one Nandagam Basi and said, "What is the news of the Prince of Braj today?" "Oh, our Prince of Braj, very religiously, he's going to take his bath every day in this cold month of Magh in the cold waters of the Jamuna every morning." "Oh, really?" Religiously. I wonder what they're really doing. So, she wandered on down the bank of the Jamuna. Meanwhile, just at the bottom of Madan Mohan Temple, there's a beautiful place called Praskandanan Tirth. So Radharani and Krishna and all the gopis and manjaris, he's becoming in ecstasy. He's going into Astasattvic bhavs. Just transmitting. So, they're all there in this beautiful kunj, enjoying wonderful pastimes. Tulsi Manjari is standing lookout, and she sees Kutila coming down the bank of the Jamuna. She goes running back into the flower kunj, and she says, "Bo, Bo, Devis, I bring news that is like a thunderbolt for the flower festival of Cupid that is going on here in the flower kunj." And everyone goes, "Oh!" It said, Kutila is walking down the bank of the Jamuna, and she's almost right to this very place. And Radharani goes, "Oh no, what are we going to do?" And Nandan says, "Don't worry. I will go call Vrinda Devi. She will bring from one of her little go-downs a suit just like Abhimanyu. I will dress up like Abhimanyu. I will cut Kutila off at the pass. And then I'm going to take this pastime to higher and higher heights." So Shamsundar, he slips out of the kunj. He goes, he calls Vrinda Devi. She goes, unlocks one of her go-downs. She pulls out, dressed just like Abhimanyu. She dresses Thakurji all up just like Abhimanyu. And he walks down the opposite way, and he runs into Kutila. So, "Kutila, what are you doing here?" "Oh, my stupid brother, you never listen to me when I tell you. You don't know what's going on? Every morning your wife is going to take cold bath in the Jamuna every morning in this cold month of Magh. Do you think it's possible for your wife to tolerate, your sweet, so komal, so soft, so delicate wife to tolerate? And I went to Nandagam. They told me the Prince of Braj is very religiously going to take his bath in the Jamuna. Can't you figure it out, stupid brother?" Abhimanyu says, I was trying to teach one of my new bulls to plow, and he broke away, and I've been looking for him everywhere, and this bothering my heart, but this news is really bothering my heart. So I tell you what, you go ahead and see if you can find them. If you find them, then you come back and call me, and from the bushes I will watch all of their nasty activities. And if you don't find them together, then you come back here and tell me, and I'll figure out what to do. So Kutila goes wandering on down the bank of the Jamuna until she gets to that Praskandananda Tirth, and she walks into the beautiful flower kunj, and she sees Radharani and all the Sakhis there. And Lalita says, "Oh, Jatila, what brings you down to the bank of the Jamuna so early in the morning?" "Well, I've come to learn all about your religious activities." "Well, learn all you can." "Well, I've already learned everything I need to know." "Oh, please tell us from your own lips, we want to hear." He said, I don't have to tell you a thing, because the scent of Hari in this place tells the whole story. And Lalita says, because Hari also means lion. We sing Jayanara Hari, Jayanara Hari means lion. Oh, Kutila, you smell a lion nearby? Oh, you've saved us. We're just poor, defenseless young girls here by the bank of the Jamuna, and you smell a lion. Oh, you've saved us today. Don't get so smart. Who's inside this flower house right here? So we don't know, must belong to some demigod or some killer or Gandharva. Well, open the door and show me. Well, Kutila, how can we open up someone else's door? Oh, you never open other people's doors, is it? But I have heard you're very expert in getting other people to open other people's doors. In fact, I've heard you're the self-effulgent acharya in this art. With that, Kutila walks up and knocks down the door of the flower house, and inside, on a bed of malati flowers, she finds Krishna's garland and Radharani's pearl necklace entwined together on a bed of lust. And she grabs those things and said, just see! Look what I found here! That rascal, that lumpet and cumpet, that ravisher of young women, that Sri Krishna was here, and this is your pearl necklace twined together with it. You're so innocent young girls by the bank of the Jamuna. And Radharani said, those things don't belong to me. You can make all the noise you want. I'm going to go tell Mother Jatila right now. Says, you go wherever your fickle mind wants to tell you, because it simply doesn't bother me. These things don't belong to me, so you can do whatever you want. And Radharani's eyebrows are getting big, and all the gopis' eyebrows are going up and down. And Kutila sees she's surrounded by all these bold gopis, and she's all alone by herself, and she runs, says, you'll see, you'll see. And she runs down the path, and she meets her so-called brother Abhimanyu. And Abhimanyu says, well, says, my stupid brother, here is your wife's pearl necklace and Nandanandan's flower garland, and I found them twined together on a bed of lust. Don't believe me, you stupid fellow. Says, oh, Kutila, this is terrible. Give me that evidence. I will take it to King Kamsa and show him this thing. So now who's got the evidence? Said, better yet, after you got the evidence, and said, better yet, I will go to Govardhan Mala and telling him that this is Chandravali's necklace, and that he should go, we'll both go together to complain to King Kamsa, and he'll come here and arrest this rascal. So you go on home, I will come after a while after I go to Mathura with Govardhan Mala. So then Krishna, he plays along the bank of the Jamuna, watching all the trees bowing down with honey flowing, and all the birds chirping, and peacocks calling, meow, and quails singing, and all the doves singing, just like we were hearing Prabhupada's lecture yesterday, and all the doves were going, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham. You heard in the lecture yesterday? Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham. Because one season they go, Gaura Nitarandavol, Gaura Nitarandavol. So after what he felt was enough time to have gone to Mathura and back, he comes, dressed as Abhimanyu, he comes back to Javat. And he says, oh, Mother Jatila, oh, Sister Kutila, I've been there to King Kamsa. He's coming here with 100 infantrymen and 10 cavalrymen. They're going to arrest this rascal Nandanandan and his father and throw them into a deep, dark, dingy dungeon. But on the way I've heard the most terrible news. That rascal, that wretch, Nandanandan, he is dressed up just like me and coming here right now. Oh no! Says, you get some gobar balls. You know gobar? Cow dung, with lots of sticks and stones inside, and you go up on the roof and wait. And I will take my wife, because you know if she even gets one scent of that rascal, she won't be able to control herself. So I will go downstairs. You go way up on the roof on the second floor. I am going to go downstairs and lock her with me inside the room. just to protect her from that rascal. And as soon as you see him, you just throw those gober balls at him and sticks and stones and curse and swear at him. Drive him away. So they all go up to the roof. And this Abhimanyu is actually Krishna. He locks that. Now, they're way up 2 stories high. They're down below where nobody's going to bother them. Meanwhile, poor Abhimanyu comes walking home. And Jatila says, "You rascal! You dare to come here!" And she throws a gober ball. Pew! Just, "But Mom, it's me, your son, Abhimanyu. What's the matter?" "We know who you really are." And Kutila throws one, pow, right in the head, go over all over the place. "But it's me, your brother, Abhimanyu. We know who you really are, you rascal." And another go, boom. He said, "Wait a minute, it's me too. Oh, my mother and sister have gone mad. I better go find an exorcist." He runs off to find an exorcist. So in this way, Vrinda Devi keeps, this is just a demonstration, she keeps these little go-downs all over Braj just to manifest whatever paraphernalia is needed. It's like Gauri Tirth. Then she brought out a nice red sari and some yellow paint, painted Krishna all yellow, and put a red sari on his Gauri. Whatever is needed. So backside we were hearing, this is Gupta Kund. Gupta, you know, secret. And this is the first Yoga Pita of Braj, as Maharaj was saying. This is the Pratam, Pratakalin Yoga Pita. Every Baba and serious Baba in Braj is meditating on this place every morning. Because just after the morning pastimes of Radha and Krishna, you know the morning pastimes. Radharani cooks for Krishna. One day she cooked Manohar Laddus. You know Manohar Laddus? Manohar, enchanting Laddus. Heart enchanting Laddus. So Radharani stayed behind to see whether Nandandan will like them or not. So she's peeking from the corner of the window because there's a room where Mother Rohini and Mother Yasoda, assisted by Dhanista, who's very expert to get Nandandan's chewed remnants and tie them in the corner of her sari to take back to Radharani and Javat. So they're serving out. And Nandandan, he sees on his plate all these beautiful Manohar Laddus, and from the corner of his eyes he sees Radharani's peeking. So he picked up one of those Laddus and he popped it in his mouth. I don't know how they're going to translate this. Oh, he made such a horrible face, just like eating neemlis. Radharani became so frightened. So then he slipped all those laddus on Sridham's plate. Sridham saw all Krishna's laddus came on his plate. Bing, 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 bing. Well, then Radharani, oh, this rascal's just teasing. So after these morning pastimes, then this road goes to Brokar, Nanda Maharaj's Goshala. So Krishna comes down this road. Radharani says, "I heard there's a beautiful garden on the western side of Nandeswar Parvat. Let's go there." She comes by a different way. And the Gupt, they have secret meeting here. As she's walking, suddenly she catches sight of Shyam Sundar and she becomes stunned. She puts her hand to steady herself on Lalita's shoulder. Said, "Hey Lalite, what am I seeing?" It appears to be a black cloud with a constant flow of lightning. And this cloud not only has a rainbow above, it has a rainbow below as well. And beautiful white birds are flying across the face of this cloud. Hey Lalita, what am I seeing? And Lalita says, "Hey Radhe, that is not a cloud. That is your beloved Shyam Sundar. That constant flow of lightning is his beautiful Pitambar Dhoti. That rainbow above is his beautiful peacock feather. The rainbow below is his Vaijanti Mala. And that white bird you see flying across the cloud is a pearl necklace dancing on his chest." And then they come here and they sit, and a beautiful lotus flower appears. On the whirl of that lotus flower there's a beautiful golden throne. Radha and Krishna sit on that beautiful golden throne. And on the 8 petals of that lotus flower the Astasakhi sit. Then another 8 petals come in the Astamanjari sit. Then another 16 petals. Then 32 petals. Then 64. Then 128. Then what comes after that? 256. Then 512. And after a while, there's megabytes and megabytes of gopis and sakhis and manjaris. All divinely relishing the wonderful pastimes of Radha and Krishna in this place. So this is the Pratakalin Yogapeeth. There's another reason it's so important place. So Baba, he came here, he found it was completely neglected. They were just going to fill it up and plow it up and turn it into another wheat field. But somehow he protected it. He tried to develop, made a little tiny temple under the tree. Then he came to me one day because he had cancer. He said, I'm going back to Godhead. I need someone to take care of this place. And I'd never been here because you can see this 2-story building from the road. I used to point, oh, there's Vrinda Devi's place over there. So I said, come on, Baba, let's go. So we came here. It was so peaceful and quiet. It was summertime. So that time sun was going down way over on this side. Just the orange ball going down on the western horizon. And all the birds were making their songs. It was very peaceful and quiet. And I thought, this is a wonderful place. I could bring all the devotees here. We can sit down. Nobody's going to go around and bother us. I'm Prabhupada Brishbazi. Give me money, huh? Nobody will come. Nobody's come to bother you, huh? We can sit here and talk and talk. So I said, oh, Baba, we'll take this place and we'll try to develop it. And this will be a wonderful place to bring the devotees. So somehow or other, on the first day of the year, just after that, what was it, Vaisak Pratipad? No. Or the one before that, Chaitra Pratipad. While chanting, I was chanting the morning melody of Hare Krishna. Govindadasi was holding this beautiful painting of Vrinda Devi in front of his eyes. Baba just opened his eyes wide while I was singing the morning melody. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. And Baba opened his eyes wide and said, Hare Krishna, and left to go join Vrinda Devi and Veera Devi in the eternal pastimes of Radha and Krishna. So this is Baba's Samadhi over there by Gupta Kund. Last year we opened the temple. One devotee did the cleaning at Pavan Sarovar. Vrinda Devi was so happy. We had so much rain. Had it rained that much in 100 years. So Baba's Samadhi sort of sank like that. So you see, we had to rebuild it like that. This year, for some reason, she's unhappy. There was no rain at all. So, hardly at all. But anyway, Baba donated this place. I began to think, is it just like in Mayapur, that Jagannath temple came to Prabhupada's feet because Prabhupada made Lord Jagannath famous all over the world. And our Prabhupada, he made Vrinda Devi and Tulsi Devi and Vrindavan famous all over the world. So this place of Vrinda Devi came also to Prabhupada's feet for us to render service here at this wonderful place. So this is your temple. You come here, have all the katha you want. Nobody's here to bother you. Romapad Swami brought 250 devotees, and I said, they're going to eat puris every day. They're just going to get sick. So I asked my pujari, I said, can you make 1,000 rotis? He looked at his wife. She's very powerful. She has 8 children, 7 boys and 1 daughter, Vrinda Devi. Very powerful Brishbazi lady. If you want to get blessing, you go. If she's here, you find her and get her foot dust, all you ladies. He said, why not? So we brought Romapad Swami. I don't think we could do 4,000. We need 8,000 here. I don't think we could have done that. But he brought 250 devotees here. I was just lying in bed, but somehow or other my pujari is so efficient. Everybody, that was the best prasadam they had in their whole yatra, was they came here. Nice, thick, sweet rice. Brishbazi, it's not like, sometimes we go to Life Member's house in Bombay and it's just like some milk with some rice floating around in it, this thick. When Brishbazis make sweet rice, you don't even need a cup, it just sits on the patal like that, The nice sweet rice and sabjis, and he did everything. He's so efficient. His name is Bhagavad Prasad. He's so efficient. Wonderful devotee. He was a disciple of Baba. He's a Gaudiya Vaishnava. He's very refined Nandagram Brahmin, who's actually Gaudiya Vaishnava. So in this way, this is your place. You come here, enjoy. Because this is real enjoyment. It's like Prabhupada was walking on the beach in LA one time. Some boy said, I heard, Prabhupada, he was a young boy, he said, I heard, Prabhupada, wherever pure devotee comes, all material enjoyment goes away. Prabhupada dug his cane into the sand and said, where did I say don't enjoy? He said, you were there in the kirtan this morning chanting Hare Krishna? That was not enjoyment? Oh yes, Prabhupada, that was very enjoying. Yes, this is enjoyment like human being. You did not hear the Srimad Bhagavatam class discussing Krishna's philosophy? Oh yes, Prabhupada, yes. That was not enjoyment? Oh yes, Prabhupada, that was very enjoyable. He says, yes, this is enjoyment like human being. And this drinking, dancing all night in disco club, this is enjoyment? Oh no, Prabhupada. He said, no, that is enjoyment like cat and dog. So we don't say don't enjoy. He said, you enjoy like human being. You come here, chant Hare Krishna, hear Hari Katha from the lotus mouth of your wonderful spiritual master. This is your place. You come here and spiritually enjoy. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Just at the base of Nandeshwar Hill, the mountain on which rests the eternal home of Sri Krishna, Balaram, Nanda, Yashoda, we are seated at Pavan Sarovar. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally came, bathed and worshipped this holy place. Why is it so holy? It is explained by Vrindavan Das Thakur, if the personified Vedas had millions of mouths and each mouth had millions of tongues, still they could not fully describe the pastimes that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed in even one day. And that same description can be applied to these very holy places of Sri Braj Dham. Pavan Sarovar was the personal bathing place of Sri Nanda Maharaj and the Gopas while they resided at Nandagaon. Nanda Maharaj, along with Krishna Balaram, would regularly take their baths here. Yashoda Mai would sometimes come and bathe Lord Sri Krishna in these ambrosial waters of Pavan Sarovar. When Krishna was herding cows each day, as he was returning to Nandagaon, he would first stop at Pavan Sarovar. And Krishna would personally invite each and every cow to come and drink the waters as well as take bath in the waters of Pavan Sarovar. Sometimes Srimati Radharani and her friends would be bathing in one particular corner of Pavan Sarovar, and Krishna on another side of the sacred place would swim underwater and take the dust of the feet of Srimati Radharani and the gopis secretly. Pavan Sarovar is such a place of countless pastimes. We have already heard that Srimati Radharani, under the direction of Yashoda Mai, would come here each day to cook the breakfast for Lord Krishna and Balaram and the Gopas. Durvasa Muni came to Braj. Other gopis were very fearful of him because he has quite reputation if there is even a slight flaw in one's etiquette, as we hear about Ambarish Maharaj at Madhuban, or the Pandavas at Kamyavan. So, Sri Radharani, she served him so very nicely and pleased his heart with her simple, innocent, and pure devotion that he gave her benediction, that whatever she cooks will taste like nectar, and whoever tastes what she cooks will never fall ill and will be empowered with great health. When Yashoda Mai and the Brajavasis heard that Sri Radharani received such a benediction, it was their desire that she cook for Krishna each and every day. So she would come here, sometimes from Barasana, sometimes from Javat, and an incredible, wonderful kitchen was set up here. And Srimati Radharani was directing and with her own loving hands personally preparing preparations for Krishna. When Sanatana Goswami was living in Vrindavan, one of his principal bhajan courtiers was on the banks of Pavan Sarovar. Today, many of us have already visited. Just on this side is that holy place of Sanatana Goswami's eternal Leela. One of Srila Prabhupada's very dear godbrothers has his Samadhi Mandir on the banks of Pavan Sarovar. We do not have much time because it is getting dark. His Holiness Srila Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj, very, very dear friend of our beloved Guru Maharaj, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. In 1959, when Srila Prabhupada took the vows of sannyas, he personally invited Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj to sing kirtan during the yajna and the ceremony. And of course, for Srila Prabhupada, the real essence of all ceremonies in Krishna consciousness is the performance of Sankirtan. During the installation ceremony of Krishna Balaram temple in Vrindavan, they had several days of yajnas taking place by very highly respected Brahmins of Vrindavan. They were chanting the mantras, offering the oblations of ghee to the sacred fire, and performing so many rituals. And simultaneously, in another part of the temple, Srila Prabhupada had his disciples performing Harinam Sankirtan. And Srila Prabhupada even writes in his books, and he spoke it on several occasions as well, that the real installation of Krishna Balaram was not the Brahmins performing their pujas and mudras and yantras and tantras and mantras, but it was the sincere devotees with mridangas, karatals, and sincere hearts very loudly calling out Krishna's holy names. So as the prescribed rituals were going on in the ceremony of Prabhupada's sannyas, he was encouraging Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj to chant Hare Krishna, Mahamantra, and other beautiful songs in glorification of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Radha Krishna. And the priest would sometimes tell him, quieter, quieter, because he was chanting mantras. But then when he would turn his attention to the fire, Prabhupada would turn to Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj and with his hand say, louder, louder. And of course that was 1959. Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj would often visit with Srila Prabhupada at Sri Radha Damodar temple. Sometimes they would meet together at Imli Tal. Sometimes at the ashram of one of Prabhupada's godbrothers, Ban Maharaj, where Babaji Maharaj was residing at the time. They had very frequent relationship because they have a very deep bond of their hearts in their love for Guru and Gauranga. And in 1965, Prabhupada left Vrindavan to begin the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Years later, Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj would speak with tears of affection in his eyes about that sannyas ceremony. And he was expressing how he had faith that Prabhupada would spread the holy name all over the world because he understood that Prabhupada had complete, absolute faith in the power of the holy names. For some time, several months, I lived in the same ashram as Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj. It was really a wonderful experience. No one ever saw him not chanting. He was always chanting. Every now and then he would speak about Krishna. But practically at all times, the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra was just dancing from his tongue. During the morning, he'd sit in front of the deities for about 5 hours every single day with a mridanga, just chanting Maha Mantra and other beautiful Vaishnava bhajans and prayers. During the day, sometimes he'd go to some holy place. He'd always be chanting japa. In whichever place he'd go, he'd pick up, he'd have a mridanga and he was chanting Hare Krishna. And practically the only words he would speak to anyone was in a jubilant voice, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And at night, at any time of the night, if you went by his little kutir, you would hear his voice loudly chanting japa. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. The Acharya of that Gaudiya Math told me, he said, he has never found an instance in years where Babaji Maharaj was even sleeping. Any time, day or night, you went by his kutir, he was chanting the holy names with jubilant and love. And I remember, and I've told the story many times, but I will tell it again for Babaji Maharaj's pleasure, who was residing as Samadhi just a few feet away from us. In November or December of 71, when we went together to visit Prabhupada at Sharaf Bhavan near Madan Mohan Temple. And the two of us were walking up the steps. He was so eager to see Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada. And there was a guard guarding the steps. And he would not allow Babaji Maharaj to come. In fact, but Babaji Maharaj was so eager to see Prabhupada. He just said, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, I will see him. He said, no, you are not allowed. He was about to stop him physically. We requested, please, inquire from Prabhupada whether he wants to see Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj. He's one of the most highly respected saints of Vrindavan. And without doubt, he's the most loved kirtan leader of all Gaudiya Mats. He was beyond all conflicts there may be between, because he never spoke anything but the holy name. So, someone asked Prabhupada, yes, he wants to see him immediately. And we walked in together. Srila Prabhupada was sitting on the floor having darshan with maybe about 10 or 12 people. And as soon as Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj walked in the room, Prabhupada stood up. And with great eagerness, he ran to the door, and Babaji Maharaj ran to him, and they met in the center of the room, and they embraced. They were crying in ecstatic union. They were crying with happiness. And Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj was just calling out, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And Prabhupada was saying, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. They were so happy to see each other. Then Prabhupada brought him and put him on Prabhupada's little seat on the floor. They both shared it. And they were speaking in Bengali with so much love. They were laughing. There were tears in their eyes. They were just in bliss. Just sharing Hari Katha, Hari Kirtan, and their hearts. And I was thinking, this is spiritual love. This is the natural, spontaneous affection that takes place when Krishna is in the center of a relationship. The union of two great Paramhamsa saints who have complete faith in the holy name and pure unalloyed love for Sri Sri Radha Govinda was a beautiful experience. They became so oblivious to everyone else in the room that all the other guests left. And for almost an hour they just laughed and shared their hearts with one another. It was a joyful experience. Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj, a very divine follower of the 6 Goswamis, his last wish in his very old age was to come to the banks of Pavan Sarovar, and at the Bhajan Kutir of the great Srila Sanatana Goswami, he chanted the holy names and chanted the holy names and chanted the holy names until Sri Radha Gopinath brought his soul back to Goloka. These are just a few of the unlimited, beautiful pastimes that are taking place here at Pavan Sarovar. Actually, this is one of the special places that I personally like to come all alone. But today, that opulence is not mine, but coming with 1,550 of you or whatever is another type of opulence. Please, in this very, very beautiful, divine, holy place, Let us pray. Let us pray for the humility and the dedication to the mission of Sri Guru and Gauranga. Let us pray for the taste, the real taste and enthusiasm to call out Krishna's holy name with love. If we can just chant the name of the Lord once with innocent and simple love, every anartha of the heart will be destroyed. And the spiritual world will unfold before us. Let us offer this prayer as we take the Achman of the waters of Pavan Sarovar, and then we will proceed in Harinam Sankirtan procession to Vrindavan to have the darshan of Sri Krishna Balaram, Yashoda Mai Nanda Maharaj, Sri Radharani Sudama Madhu Mangala, and Nandeshwar Mahadev. This special deity of Nandeshwar Mahadev. You have heard the story of how Lord Shiva came to have the darshan of Krishna in Nandagaon. But when he came to the door, Yashoda Mai saw this yogi with ashes on his body and necklaces of snakes. She became very much alarmed. What do you want? He said, I want to see your son. She said, no, that is impossible. If he sees you with snakes and ashes and trident, he will become afraid. So he begged, he pleaded. Here is Lord Shiva, Mahadev, the destroyer of universes, begging Yashodamai with all humility, desperately, taking such a subordinate position to Nanda Gopi. And ultimately Yashodamai told him, go away. So he went into a forest and he was deeply, deeply meditating on Krishna, praying for the darshan of Gopal. And Krishna understood his devotee's heart. So he started to cry and cry and cry. And nothing Yashodamai or any of the gopis could do to stop him from crying. So the gopis were discussing amongst themselves, what happened? Something must have happened. And Yashodamai understood that perhaps I made some offense to that yogi. So she sent her gopis, go and find him and bring him here. Lord Shiva appeared at the door. And Yashodamai brought him into the house, and there he had the darshan of Krishna. And Krishna, who was crying up to this point when he saw Lord Shiva, and he heard Lord Shiva chanting his holy names with his transcendental drum, Krishna smiled. So Yashodamai, who only wants the pleasure of Krishna, she asked Lord Shiva that, will you stay here? You make my son so happy. He said, I will stay under one condition. That I will get to see your child's beautiful pastimes, and whenever you bathe him, you'll give me charanamrit, and whenever you feed him, you will give me his remnants, some of his remnants. So from that time, Vajranabh installed a Shiva Lingam, Nandeshwar Mahadev. And even today, after they perform the puja and the bhog offerings to Krishna Balaram in the temple, they bring the charanamrit and the Mahaprasad and offer it to Nandeshwar Mahadev. Even 5,000 years later, the promise of Yashodamai is still being honored by the Goswamis of the temple. And you'll also see beautiful, beautiful paintings of Krishna's divine Leelas. And let us have a very ecstatic kirtan at Nanda Bhavan. It's a very, very beautiful place for chanting and dancing in great joy. After all, it is Krishna Balaram's eternal home. And Mahaprabhu taught us the nicest way to please Krishna and Balaram is when devotees come together with love and devotion to perform Sankirtan, the loud chanting of the holy names. Jai Jai Sri Radhe